Hari Om and good morning children. Welcome to the chemistry class. Today our topic is purification of water. Children, purification of water involves removal of impurities such as harmful bacteria, dissolved and undissolved solid substances like particles of mud, sand and dead organisms. Water purification is the transformation of dirty and harmful water into clean and safe water. There are some commonly used methods are present by which we can purify our water and made it potable. Clear? So let's start one by one. Our first method is sedimentation and decantation. Children, it is the first step to purify water in water treatment plants. Sedimentation, as all of you know, I have explained you in the previous chapter also, it is a process by which heavier insoluble particles of a solution settle down at the bottom, whereas the clear water, it is obtained at the top. The clear water at the top is decanted. The process of pouring out the liquid without disturbing the sediment is known as the decantation. Our second method is loading. The process by which the rate of sedimentation is increased due to the addition of chemicals is known as the loading. Generally, potash alum is used in the loading tank for the purification, or by which our sedimentation process will be increased. Okay. The third method is filtration. It is very familiar to all of you. I have shown you filtration in the previous chapter only. So it is a process of separating a solid from a liquid by passing the mixture through a filter bed or filter paper. The liquid that passes through the filter paper is called as the filtrate, while the particulate impurities which remain on the filter paper are called as the residue. In water treatment plants, water from the sedimentation tank is filtered by passing through the filtered bed. A filter bed consists of the different layers of sand, gravel and charcoal. Children, our fourth method is chlorination. The process of adding chlorine to water is called as the chlorination. In water supply units of municipal corporation, the filtered water is sterilized by adding chlorine to kill the harmful organisms. Children, our fifth method is boiling, which is very commonly used in our house only. It is the easiest and the most recommended purification technique. Boiling water for 5 to 10 minutes kills most types of the disease causing microorganisms. The sixth one is about aeration. The method helps to kill harmful microorganisms present in water. Here, air under pressure is blown into filtered water to purify the water. The seventh method is ozonization. The process by which ozone is used to sterilize water is called as the ozonization. Children, our eighth method is water purifiers and RO system. The water purifiers used nowadays for purifying water at home provide three-stage purification. In the first stage, water is filtered through a candle filter. In the second stage, the filtered water is passed through the activator charcoal which absorbs impurities. In the third and the final stage, water is irradiated with ultraviolet radiation which kills the germs present in it. Reverse osmosis is a method of water purification in which water is forced out of the waste through a semi-permeable membrane by applying pressure. Bottled drinking water is prepared using this technique only. Children, our last method is distillation. The water that is obtained by evaporation of water followed by condensation of vapor is known as distilled water. The process of obtaining pure water is known as the distillation. Distilled water is used for preparing solutions for medicinal purposes in the laboratories, and also it is used in the batteries of cars and inverters. This is all for today's class. Go through the video and PDF and try to understand the concept. Thank you, children.